do the work for us behind the scenes every day. It truly takes a village.
All right, and that we'll get started. Tony, then Lou.
Amber, with the status of labor talks with so many free agents, with an expansion draft, do you have any idea what this offseason might even look like? And if you don't,
the WNBA's brightest star, Caitlin Clark, really planning to leave Indianapolis? A viral rumor has set social media ablaze, claiming the Fever's general manager personally confirmed her imminent departure. According to the reports, the spark behind this shocking exit was the league's decision to suspend her teammate Sophie Cunningham, who had come to Clark's defense during an especially brutal game. It's the kind of story that reads like Hollywood: loyalty, betrayal, league politics, and a superstar pushed to the edge. The narrative suggests Clark, frustrated with the WNBA's handling of on-court violence and the punishment of those who protect her, might walk away from the organization she helped elevate to historic heights. But, as always, the real story is far messier than the clickbait headlines suggest. Behind the scenes, there's a tangle of league politics, player safety concerns, astronomical outside offers, and a franchise desperate to safeguard its most valuable asset. The controversy erupted during an already high-stakes, emotionally charged matchup. Throughout the season, Clark had faced increasingly aggressive play from opponents, late hits, hard fouls, and relentless physical intimidation. To fans and analysts alike, it seemed officials either couldn't or wouldn't protect the league's marquee player. Game after game, Clark absorbed punishment that would have drawn immediate flagrant fouls for anyone else. Frustration mounted not just among fans, but within the Fever locker room itself. Then came the breaking point. In the final minute of a heated clash against the Connecticut Sun, Sophie Cunningham reached her limit. Seeing an opening, she delivered a hard, unmistakably deliberate foul on Sun's JCS Sheldon, sending her crashing to the floor. There was no mistaking it. This wasn't about the ball. This was a statement, a warning. A declaration that no one would stand by and watch their star be bullied anymore. It was a message to the entire league. If anyone dared to rough up Caitlin Clark without consequences, the Fever would respond. The arena erupted, commentators scrambled to debate whether Cunningham had gone too far, and social media exploded. Outrage, celebration, and everything in between. Some fans called for severe punishment. Others hailed Cunningham as a hero, willing to defend her star when the league wouldn't. Speculation about the WNBA's next move ran wild. Viral headlines screamed that Cunningham had been banned, a career-ending punishment meant to serve as a cautionary tale. Social media amplified the frenzy, with debates predicting anything from a multi-game suspension to permanent expulsion. Critics claimed her actions were premeditated and reckless, deserving the harshest consequences. Supporters argued the league might make an example of her simply to enforce player conduct rules, ignoring the context that had provoked her response. When the official ruling came, it was almost anticlimactic. Cunningham was assessed a flagrant foul and fined, but there was no suspension, no season-ending punishment, no permanent removal. The idea that she'd been banned? Pure sensationalism, clickbait designed to generate outrage. The fine was meaningful, but nowhere near the career-threatening penalty the rumor mill had suggested. Still, the court of public opinion was divided. A petition circulated online demanding Cunningham be removed from the WNBA entirely, claiming her deliberate foul set a dangerous precedent. But something unexpected happened. A tidal wave of support surged behind her. Fans across Indiana and beyond praised her as exactly what the Fever needed: an enforcer, a protector, someone bold enough to defend their superstar. The commercial response was striking. Cunningham's jersey sales skyrocketed. Many retailers sold out completely. Overnight, she transformed from a supporting player into a fan favorite, celebrated for loyalty and courage, willing to risk personal fallout to make a statement. The backing wasn't limited to fans either. Even rival coaches weighed in. Becky Hammond, head coach of the Las Vegas Aces and one of the most respected voices in women's basketball, publicly defended Cunningham. She argued that when the league fails to safeguard its star athletes, Teammates have a duty to step in and enforce boundaries on physical play. This debate exposed a fundamental tension in the WNBA. How physical should the game be allowed to get? And when player safety is compromised, who ultimately bears responsibility? This is where the viral story takes its most sensational and completely false turn. Social media has been buzzing with claims that the Indiana Fever's general manager confirmed Caitlin Clark was leaving the franchise. The supposed reason? Frustration over the Cunningham incident and the league's ongoing failure to protect Clark. But here's the truth: that statement never happened. Not once has the Fever's front office suggested Clark is planning to leave Indianapolis. In fact, every official communication has emphasized the exact opposite. The franchise has been fiercely protective of Clark, publicly calling on the WNBA to safeguard their star and stop unnecessary targeting. Far from facilitating an exit, the Fever has consistently portrayed Clark as the foundation of the organization, the leader around whom the team is built. Her work ethic, leadership, and transformative impact have been praised repeatedly, with every decision designed to create an environment where she can thrive and chase championships. The false GM confirmation is a perfect example of digital misinformation. A comment about the league needing to better protect Clark was twisted into a fabricated narrative of frustration and departure. Once the rumor spread, each retelling made it more dramatic and more viral.so. What did Clark actually say? Did she hint at leaving? Was she angry at Cunningham for escalating the incident? According to Sophie Cunningham, who spoke candidly on a podcast, Clark's reaction in the locker room was exactly the opposite. Finally, someone else stands up for me. She wasn't frustrated or looking for an exit. She was relieved and grateful. After enduring repeated physical targeting on the court, Clark finally felt supported. Cunningham's bold move sent a message: opponents would pay the price for targeting the team star. Clark appreciated it, feeling protected and backed by her teammates. This reveals something essential about professional sports dynamics. Players don't want constant protection or complaints, they want solidarity. And that's exactly what Clark received. The viral rumors about Cunningham's ban and the GM's supposed confirmation of Clark leaving? Completely fabricated. But there is a genuine threat that could pull Clark from the WNBA, one the internet hasn't spun yet. Dave Portnoy, the controversial founder of Barstool Sports, backed by a consortium of billionaire investors, has reportedly extended a staggering $100 million offer to Clark. This isn't a simple sponsorship. It's an invitation to leave the WNBA entirely and help launch a new, competing women's basketball league. This isn't speculation, it's a real, high-stakes proposition that could reshape the future of women's basketball.